Yo, what's up guys, it's Monoposto back with the new video, and as you guys can see, we are here in Monoposto for Driver Carrer mode. We are here in Silverstone Championship mode, of course, and really quickly before we start, I did go over this with you guys in qualifying. For anybody that did not watch qualifying, here are some cool things that are happening for this race. Silverstone, we have some special liveries. We got Mercedes with a special livery, and they just have a small section of their car, which is special. And we're going to move on to McLaren, who have their chrome special livery, which looks pretty nice actually. And we're going to move on to V-Carb, which is also known as AlphaTauri sometimes by some people. And they also have a special livery. That's our junior team. So that's how that's going. But we are here in the championship mode. For anybody that did not watch Austria, please go and watch it right now. Race. But spoiler alert, for anybody that did not watch that race, we crashed with Lando Norris. And we had to leave the race, so that did not go good. But we are here in the championship now, and Lewis Hamilton is in third because he won the first race of the year. And the starting grid is what I'm looking at. It's going to be dry here. Max Verstappen, me starting in first. Second is George Russell. Third is Oscar Piastri. Fourth is Lando Norris. Fifth is Kimi Antonelli. Sixth is Charles Leclerc. Seventh is Fernando Alonso. Eighth is Lewis Hamilton. Ninth is Pierre Gasly. 10th is Gabriel Bortoleto. 11th is Liam Lawson. Our teammate is in 12th, Yuki Tsunoda. 13th is Isaac Hadjar. 14th is Carlos Sainz. 15th, Oliver Behrman. 16th, Nico Hulkenberg. 15th, Franco Colapinto. 18th, Esteban Ocon. Alexander Albon in 19th, and last is Lance Stroll. So, looking good right now. I'm hoping for an aggressive strategy for this race because this race is a long track. It's a long track, so we have less laps. It's like Spa, so Spa has less laps. So I'm hopefully gonna be going with now it's a weird strategy. I normally don't do this. I'm hoping to go for the softs and move on to the hards. It's an aggressive strategy, but I think if it's either it works and we get it, we ace it, or we mess it up. So I'm going for a big risk, going on the softs, moving on to the hard. So big risk here. Let's see how it goes. Round 7 here in the UK, Silverstone. It's the race, 5 red lights. We are underway here in UK at Silverstone, and we got a good start off the line. George Russell, who's in second, doesn't look like he's doing much as he has dropped down to P3. It's a 13-lap race, really small race. McLaren with their special livery are right behind us. I can see it all going on, and George Russell has now dropped down to third. We got an amazing start off the line, but now we have Oscar Piastri right on our tail. Lando Norris, who started fourth, is looking like he's dropped down to fifth, I believe. But Oscar Piastri has gained a lot of positions. He's gone ahead of Lando Norris after Lando did not score points in Austria, and it's good to see that Austria is still there, but Lando has dropped to fourth in the championship after being in second. So at the moment we're looking good. Not expecting any rain at the moment as we head into Copse, Maggots and Beckett's really soon. And now we're going to be heading into Copse Corner. It's absolutely flat through there. And we're going to go on to Maggots and Beckett's, which is going to be really quick. And then you have to hit the braking zone. And as you can see, soft tires already are not looking good. And it's kind of... I knew this was going to happen, but it's an aggressive strategy with the 13-lap race. We're going to absolutely fly away from everybody because we're on the softs. And Oscar's on the soft, so I was kind of expecting him to actually... George might have been expecting, Russell might have been expecting him to pass because George is on the mediums, and Piastri and me are both going to be fast, but it doesn't look like it. Piastri has kind of dropped away, and as we come across the last chicane, well, we've gone off a little. That's track limit warning, and we're going to come across the last corner in first position, 2 seconds clear of Oscar Piastri, sorry, and yeah, it's going good. 5-second time penalty for Gasly and it's Carlos Sainz. And our teammate is in 11th, looking, hopefully he can get the points. And this is the halfway point of the year. So this is our summer break basically after this race, and we're going to move on to Spa after. And honestly, it's going to be a quick break before we move back on to Monoposto. And I will be doing some other videos, not just fully related to Monoposto. So it's been a really small break. And yeah, coming back to it after the summer break. So soft tires are not looking good already. We're going to go really aggressive with the stint and push these tires to their absolute limit. Go on for as long as we possibly can. And yeah, we're looking good so far. Okay, so some news that I wanted to tell you guys as we're going in closer to the Cops Corner. One of my favorite sections of the track actually is, first of all, I will not be commentating for the next half of the season because honestly it's kind of easier for me not to commentate while driving. So yeah, I'm going to be not commentating anymore, and I think you guys also are going to like it more if I don't commentate. So that's what that will be going. And yeah, just wanted to let you guys know. So next half of the season, sadly, I will not be commentating. And yeah, so that's how that will be going. But still going to be talking maybe in the race a little if any incidents happen or anything like that. But I will be still talking a little in the race, but not fully throughout the race, like I am right now. And yeah, still might talk a little during the race, and of course intro and outro when I talk to you guys. But yeah, so that's how that will be going. I'm not fully sure about that, but if you guys see that I'm not talking, then you guys probably should be like, okay, yeah, he's not going to commentate. But as we come across to lap 3, we get the fastest lap of this race, and okay, look at that. Oscar Piastri is already pitting. Like I said, this is an aggressive strategy. Either you fully get it right, or you ace it, or you mess it up.
The tires are gone.
And as you guys can hear my engineer, the tires are gone. A lot of people are pitting, so a lot of people went for that soft strategy. But then if you think about it, I think it's going to be a two-stopper for other people. Like probably anybody that's on the softs are probably going to go softs, mediums, and then end off with the softs again. But my strategy is way more aggressive. I'm planning on going softs and then bringing these tires as much as I can until the end, and then go on to the hards. Let's see how that goes. You can see the tires are not looking good, and yeah, so let's see what we can do. And if you guys did not watch Canada, Montreal, go and check that out too, because in that race we actually we finished the race and some people were really far behind us. So I saw Kimi Antonelli, who had punctures, had his back tires, both his back tires were punctured in the last straight. And yeah, so that was also really funny to watch. But he's finished, I believe, dead last, or maybe 18th or something, but he didn't finish in the points, of course, because he got punctured, but now he's in 3rd, so good to see that. As we come across the last kind of part of this track.
Box this lap. Box.
Okay, so I've been told to box. Now, should I listen to my engineer? Is my question. That's something I have to do, but yeah, we need to box. As you guys saw there, a huge snap of oversteer, and oversteer there does not help because we have to pit now. I'm pitting, and I've been told to box, so boxing for the hard tires. I don't know if I'm gonna go long enough with these. Russell pits. We're gonna come out, and we're gonna come out ahead of Russell, and that's Lando Norris, who's also pitting. So really tight here. I'm looking at Oscar Piastri. Can he pass us? Is my question, because that's the guy who's trying to undercut us. We're gonna come across the turn 1 with Oscar Piastri passing us, like right on the last second, and that was basically for first from Oscar Piastri. He's on the softs, which is a confusing strategy. But we're gonna get DRS now, and we make a move on him, but we're gonna be around the outside, and we're gonna get a little pushed. And then Colapinto, he's gonna make a move on him, and I'm also gonna go through on Colapinto. He knows it's not his race. Go for that. We have DRS open, and Colapinto also has DRS open, getting a bit of slipstream from Oscar Piastri. And now we're just gonna be calm here. And Oscar Piastri sparks coming out the back of his car, and it's probably because of the plank at the bottom. So looking good at the moment, but Piastri, that's basically for the lead. And let's see how it goes, as Piastri's going to cover it off, and we're just going to have to slot in behind him He's gonna go for a move on Albon. I'm kind of just following him for now. And then I'm probably gonna go for a move on him here. Into Cops Corner we go. Can we make a move on Alexander Albon? Yes, we can. And that's a great move. And Oscar Piastri is now following us. He gets a move on Alexander Albon done. And honestly, he's done the thing I was trying to do to him, where I was trying to go for a move on him. And now Liam Lawson, they have a special livery, which you guys will see when I go by him. And you guys can get a good look at that livery on track when we try to get by him, if we can, in the straight, in the hangar straight. And yeah, you can see they have a special livery on, and I'm gonna say bye to him and get on the podium places. Now I'm gonna calm down because I know that I need to go long with these tires, and pushing them to their absolute limit will not be the best idea. So let's see how it goes for this race. It's a shorter race here because it's such a long lap, and yeah, I'm just planning not to push too hard as Antonelli pits, and a lot of people are pitting now. Lawson, Colapinto, Hamilton, and yeah, so I'm trying my best not to lock up or anything like that. Alexander Albon is in third. And if you look realistically, when I was talking about taking the lead of the race, if you look at it right now, Oscar did technically take up the lead of the race, but if I did not pass him, that would have been for the lead of the race. So nobody's really, I can see Oscar really faint, but he's pretty far away, so looking good at the moment. And yeah, hopefully by the way, we're gonna get upgrades at the half of the season, so nothing really big is happening with the car, but we are still getting upgrades. Nothing changing in the car besides probably some upgrades. Nothing huge, like we're not going to change the whole car. But yeah, so we're going to get upgrades. Hopefully that helps our teammate out, because constructors were not looking good, honestly. And if our teammate can pull it off, maybe we have a chance with the constructors. So let's see how we do. I'm not absolutely sending it, because I know that it's not going to go well if I do absolutely send it. So looking good. Let's see how it goes. George Russell is in second. He is also on the hard tires, but I think he can go on till the end of this race because he was on the mediums to start off, and he went long with that stint. Got a little weird off the line there, but he went really long with his medium stint. He pit at lap 4, I believe, maybe 5. No, not this lap, sorry. But it was either lap 4 or lap 3. But he pit a bit later than we did. He might have just pit lap 5 actually, and just gotten a lot of places up, as Piastri's pitting for the second time. I don't know why he went on to the softs, and he's now probably going on the hard tires. Let's see. There's different ways to go with this strategy. You can go softs, push them really long, but my engineer did not want me to do that. And then go on to the hards and end off, but that's also risky, and we can't do that because my engineer called me in earlier. So let's see. Or you could have maybe gone on to the mediums and then finish it off with the hards. That was my plan, but I just thought it would be more aggressive and better to go on a different strategy. I don't know. Maybe that might work out. But for us, it's probably going to be softs, hards, and then softs again. We might have to pit again. Mostly we're going to have to. We have a nice gap after we had a collision with Lando Norris in Silverstone. So we have a nice gap now, and it's good to see against Russell, but it's going to come down because he pit later than us. Ooh, another track limit warning there, and that is not good. But Russell now, I can see him. Maybe you guys might not see him, but focusing there, and I can see him. So looking good at the moment, and I'm not sure how it's gonna go during this race. And yeah, not expecting too much to happen. As you can see, we're gonna come out the last corner, and lap times are slower than the beginning. We have the fastest lap, but it's not like I'm not gaining like normal. I might have gotten a better lap, but it doesn't look like it. So, okay, we're good to get one more track limit warning. I can push for the fastest lap, but now George Russell is right behind me, and he has taken the lead with fresher, softer but harder tires, as he's on the hards. And he also has a small kind of special thing on his livery. And yeah, he's taking the lead of the race with DRS. So good to see. But we're gonna also try to go for a move on him. We gotta put squeezed almost off the track. We can go off the track again, and then after we're gonna get a penalty, and we take the lead again. And he's trying to go for a move, maybe into Cops Corner. That is not gonna end well if he does do that, like in 2021 with Max and Lewis. But luckily, we are okay. Oh my god, we went off. Okay. So I'm trying not to go off again and again because we've already gone off twice, and that's not good because eventually that will turn into a penalty if I keep going off the track. Hard tires are looking good. I don't really think we can go on till the end. But yeah, let's see how it goes. George Russell with DRS. Maybe he might go for a move on us. Is George Russell also going to be a winner? He might win once, but I was really expecting McLaren to win once before the first half of the season, as George Russell goes for a move on us into the chicane. I'm going to try to go for a switchback, but he has disappeared. Out of the nowhere, he came and he left. So, yeah, I was not expecting McLaren not to win. I was expecting them to win at least one race for the half of the season, but they can still win, actually, to be honest. Okay, Piastri is on the softs again. What is happening in this race? Okay, so we're gonna get DRS now on George Russell. Antonelli pitting to the main straight now, ladies and gentlemen, with DRS. DRS open, ERS open. Doesn't look, can we go for a move? It doesn't look like it. Maybe we can, actually. We have enough room. We've gone for a move on George Russell. And that move, can we make it stick now, is my question. We push George a little wide, and that's just normal defense, as George Russell goes for a move on us again. We turn on ERS. George and me are going to go side by side all the way through. Make some slight contact, and now we're going to go into Cops Corner. We're going to go side by side through there. Can we make it side by side? Around the outside I go. It's not the best thing to do, but we still make that move done. And wow, that was close for comfort, as George still fighting it. He's coming back at us, and we're going to get DRS. I was being cheeky there a little, because I knew that if he's ahead of me before the drag reduction system, there's a line specifically, so if I was in second, I would have gotten DRS, and he does not. And that's going to help us a lot, because we're going to gain nicely. And Mercedes have came up with a lot of pace here in Silverstone. It's a good track for them, and you can honestly see that, because they're pretty quick here, but faster than McLaren, to be honest, at the moment, it looks like to me. But let's see. So, coming across the last one, there's no indication of rain, which of course makes the race more, as some people like it when it rains, because it makes the race more fun, I guess you could say, more, I guess better entertainment during the race if it's like that, if it rains. I personally think for the drivers, if you want to win the race, and I would suggest making it fully dry, because of course you can't make it dry fully in real life, but it's better if it's dry because there's easier strategy. But if it rains, you have to be careful with the strategy and how you do it. So Piastri pitting for the third time. I don't know why they're pitting so much. And now you can see these hard tires are starting to slowly fade away and not helping me. And Russell, it's going to be a fight against Russell at the end of this race, and I know it. With 4 laps left, and let's see how it goes. I'm a little worried now. Oscar's Piastri's out the points. He's trying to go till the end of the race now, I believe. I don't think he's going to pit, but it's starting to get a little now. I guess you could say more scary at this point of the race. It's going to be tough now because we know that Russell is Lando's out also catching up. Excuse me, Lando's also catching up, and I know it's going to be tough now because it's going to be a 3-car battle for the win. It seems like that to me. For now, let's see how it goes. I still have the fastest lap. Happy to keep that. And I'm not really focused on that at the moment. I'm mostly focused on looking at Lando Norris and George Russell coming out the last corner. I'm acting like if I exceed track limits one more time, I'm gonna get a penalty, because if you think about it, if you can get a penalty for exceeding track limits, but if I go off another time, I'll get 3 warnings, and another time would be a penalty, and I don't want to even get like 2 times, because 1, exceeding track limits, hey, that happens sometimes, it's okay. Even 3 happens, but I need to be careful because we already lost a race. I don't want that to happen again. And George Russell is now speeding. He has better tires than us, and I know it. And I'm honestly just, if George is far away and is not in that little gap where he can get DRS, then I'm honestly going to lift off, because I don't want these tires to get pushed so much. I'm planning on going till the end, but it doesn't really look like it. My engineer hasn't said a thing, so that's also what I'm looking at. Piastri is the person I'm looking at, because he is out the points still. He's in 11th. He's in 11th at the moment, right? Yes, he is. And his strategy did not work. And mine is also an aggressive one like his. So, I don't know, guys. Let's see. Should we pit for softs? Maybe? Maybe not? You know what? It's really tough right now. If my engineer tells me to do something, I will do it right now. Because it also looks like Lewis Hamilton, a home hero here, is also kind of catching up. If you look at the mini-map right now, it looks like he's catching up. So, let's see. This is puncture territory at the moment. Not at the moment, but it's soon going to be puncture territory. If about lap 11, 12 maybe, it's going to be puncture territory. So you need to, if we're really lucky here at the moment, if we don't get a puncture as we go up the track, then 3 track limit warnings, 1 more and that's a penalty, and that will ruin our race. We're going to finish 5th if that happens. I tried my best not to let it happen, but when you have tires like these, it will happen. And now, this is the bad thing, because when you have bad tires, if you don't have too many track limit warnings, then you're going to be okay. But Leclerc's pitting. Okay, so, but now that I think about it, honestly, if I go off the track once with these bad tires, I'm going to get a penalty. And if you think about it, where would I finish? I just need a second. Okay, never mind. Next time, I'll see where I would finish if I get a penalty. So, okay, so if I get a penalty right now, I'm going to finish 5th. Because Pierre Gasly's 15 seconds off. Maybe, okay, no, 4th actually. Because Hamilton has kind of dropped. So, yeah, so I'm more focusing at penalty, but I need to be focusing on these tires because they are absolutely done. And we need to push this car. This is really aggressive strategy. I don't know what to do. And it's aggressive, but it looks like we could maybe just send it with this strategy. But hey, I don't know. Lap 11 at the moment, and out of 13, so 13 lap race. It's really small. It's pretty small actually. It's honestly like a sprint. But it's understandable because of how big this track is. And I think even with Spa, I don't know how big the race is going to be because Spa is a huge track. And we need to also think about that. You can see my tires out there. Like, even my back tire, they look pretty bad. And that's why I'm not, I'm lifting off so early because I know if I'm pushing that hard, then it's going to ruin my tires. Lando Norris in second position. He's a whole second away, and that I still don't trust that gap because I know that Lando can catch up. And I'm really looking at snap, it's gone off again. Luckily, that's not in exceeding track limits. But we're gonna start pushing with the RS now. I was trying to save up for the last lap. You know what? I'm saving up for the last lap. I think everybody else on the hards besides me is probably doing good.
The tyres are gone.
Yes, mate, I know my tires are gone. I'm driving the car. As you guys can hear my engineer, he thinks the tires are gone. And, yes, it's true, but I don't know what to say. Yes, you can see the tires are really gone. I do not want to get a puncture on the last lap. And, you know, it could be like a Lewis Hamilton thing, but Max Verstappen was 20 seconds away when that happened. For anybody that doesn't know, Lewis Hamilton popped one of his tires in the last lap of this British Grand Prix, and he still won. But that was because Max Verstappen, I believe, was like 30 something seconds away, and we would finish 13th if we pop a tire probably because the car will barely move. And we have one more lap with these tires, ladies and gentlemen, as we come across the last kind of part of this track, because this last sector, I believe. Oh no, there's 2 more sectors to go. But you can see how bad these tires are. Lando is 4 seconds away. I'm pushing now. I know it's not the best thing to do. Engineer hasn't said too much, but you guys are gonna really see where the grip falls when we come across to that last chicane. And yeah, the grip is really falling off there because when you turn the car, you can see. I'm gonna just show you guys now. So I'm gonna come across the long right-hander after the hanger straight. And now we're gonna go into this chicane. You guys are really gonna see how bad the grip level fall. And I'm just gonna show it to you guys. Go off full throttle. And luckily, nothing really bad happened there, but probably next lap I might show you guys, but it normally is really bad, especially whenever I lose grip, but luckily I went off throttle, so okay, this lap I'm not going off throttle. Last lap of this race, ladies and gentlemen. No, okay, for a second I thought I was going to get a penalty. Last lap, it's a push lap. We're going to push to the absolute limit. This is it. You can see how much the car is going off and spinning with the oversteer and how bad the snaps of oversteer are. I'm shivering, honestly, of how bad this is going. But honestly, it's an aggressive strategy, and I told you guys that I need to master it. But let's see how it goes. I don't want to spin out. And we're basically in puncture territory. If we do not get a puncture, that's a miracle. Because puncture is now at this moment critical. And it's probably going to happen if... I don't know honestly what to say at this point. I'm just trying to finish it off, guys. Last lap. And whoa, okay. You gotta be really careful now because anything can happen. And we come across into Cops Corner absolutely flat still. And even though it was so bad, I'm still going flat through Cops. And Maggots and Beckett's now 7 seconds is the gap against Lando Norris, so even if we get a puncture, we should be okay. And Lando is probably just expecting us to get a puncture. It goes back to 1-2 instead of Lando Norris getting out and me getting out. Lando did not get out last race, but he didn't score in the points. I got out, sadly. And we come across after the hanger straight into this long right-hander. The chicane is going to be really bad because you guys are really going to see how bad it gets there. Any corner is painful right now. Coming across the last corner of this. Okay, we go off a little. Coming across the last kind of real corner of the circuit. We're going to win it here in Silverstone. It's going to be a great win, and the race was won by us as we get damage in the last part, and we've won it with the fastest lap. And wow, what a race, guys. I'm gonna pull over immediately, and wow, what a race, guys. Just to see Lando Norris with the special livery finishes off in second. George Russell, who started second, has finished off third. And wow, what a race, guys. And Oscar Piastri will come home to settle for seventh, sorry. I said second by accident. And he will come home to finish seventh. Our teammate is in 17th, but we're going to focus on Oscar Piastri, who is second, and 5-second time penalty for Isaac Hadjar for causing a collision. And that was probably with Kimi Antonelli. And wow, coming across the last few corners for Isaac Hadjar. Oscar Piastri is going to cross the line for 7th position with this chrome special livery. McLaren get a 2-7 this race. And now we're going to kind of focus on our teammate Yuki Tsunoda. He's coming across the last part of the circuit, and it looks like he will finish 16th, maybe 17th, because Franco Colapinto is really eager to get that position away. But it's going to be 16th for Yuki Tsunoda. Isaac Hadjar finishes with a 5-second time penalty. That's not going to affect him too much, I believe. But yeah, and halfway point of the year, did great. Yeah, I think it was just a good job by the team with strategy, aggressive strategy, but yeah, it worked good. So UK race classification here in Silverstone. First for me, second for Lando, third for George, fourth for Lewis Hamilton, fifth for Charles Leclerc, 6th for Pierre Gasly, 7th for Oscar Piastri, 8th for Alexander Albon, 9th for Oliver Bowman, and 10th Kimi Antonelli. That's the top 10. Hadjar with the penalty, who was in 8th, dropped down to 11th. So, yeah, good to see Oscar Piastri bumped up a position. That's the guy I was focusing on because he's second in the championship. I don't know, is it for much longer? Because, yeah. So this is the race championship driver standing, 150 points for us. 92 for Lewis Hamilton. Lando Norris in third with 91. And it's a really close fight between the top 2, 3, and 4. And fifth is George Russell in the championship because he got a pretty good result. And at the beginning of the year, it looked like Kimi Antonelli was doing pretty nicely. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, like, subscribe, ring the bell so you guys don't miss out. Round 8 is Belgium after the summer break, but we're already here in the game, of course. Yeah, so halfway point of the year, and we're going to take a small break, upgrades to the car, and hopefully everybody does good in for the next half. But constructors, we're taking second position, third is Ferrari, and first is McLaren, and that was kind of obvious because of how good they are. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.